Anxiety is a normal part of development, but research confirms that people with autism experience higher levels of anxiety compared to their typically developing peers. Individuals with autism meet the criteria for clinically diagnosed anxiety disorders more often than their peers. Sensory breaks are a way for any child to reset, decompress, and get the blood flowing back into their brains. We all know that students learn best through movement and exploring with their hands. Giving them these breaks throughout their day lets their brains take a rest and reset, but they are also learning vital life skills in these sensory breaks. This explains how all students, not just ones with mental disabilities, can benefit from having a sensory break in their day.
Just really that regulation and making sure that they can spend as much time as they can with their peers.
I think I see that sometimes kids just need a break so they can, I think sometimes it's nice they can just go out of the room and take that break and refocus and then come back in and get back started what they were doing.
Yeah, so for example, we just did our IO assessments test last spring, and so I was able to offer a sensory item and that he could use and manipulate while he was reading, and he was able to focus.
An opportunity for students that need to take a time away from the classroom, kind of part of a break system, that they have a place where they can go that isn't being in trouble. So I think it'll help with students that have some attention issues and need to just take a breather, let out that energy that they need to let out so that they can focus on learning in the classroom.
Students are dysregulated in the classroom or in my classroom. They need a space that's specific to their needs.
I expect to hear from a major funding source on May 9th so that we can buy the sensory items for the room. We will be getting a bubble wall, tactile board, a beanbag, mats, weighted blankets, LED lights, and a piano mat.
Yeah, so some of the tactile is just different patterns or different textures on the outside of a ball or a piece of paper or something like that. But the deep tissue would be more that they have to really push and use their muscles and things like that. They have different needs, and it might be one day that they need the more tactile or sensory, and one day they may need the more tissue, the deep tissue. So.
We'll also have sensory stations in the hallways so that when kids need a break, they can take one there. In the stations, there will be a box with small sensory items in it and a moving chair. This will be that so neurotypical kids can have a sensory break without walking across the school.
Yeah, I think we would have to really engage students in what it's for, what its purpose is once we have this space. I mean, obviously students that might have an IEP or some special needs or diagnoses, it would be part of more of a routine opportunity, but I would want this to be utilized for all. I think we've needed it for years, and I'm so excited about the opportunity.